close your eyes for just a moment. Now imagine opening them, not in your own bed, but in ancient Greece, more than 2,500 years ago. The air is cold. The ground beneath your feet is hard. There are no phones, no electricity, no modern comforts, only silence. And then, a deep bronze horn echoes across the valley. Its sound rolls through the mountains like thunder. Instantly, the city awakens. No one complains. No one asks for a few more minutes of sleep. Because this isn't an ordinary city. This is Sparta. The year is 480 BC. The Persian Empire is growing stronger every day. Rumors of war spread across Greece. No one knows exactly when the enemy will arrive, but everyone knows they will. And when that day comes, every Spartan must be ready. Forget everything you've seen in movies. Forget the dramatic battle scenes. Forget the myths. Today, you're not King Leonidas. You're not one of history's greatest heroes. You're simply an ordinary Spartan citizen. And today, you'll discover what life was really like inside one of the most feared cities the ancient world had ever known. As the first rays of sunlight rise above the mountains, you step outside your small stone home. The morning air is cool enough to send a chill through your body. In the distance, Mount Taygetus stands silently over the valley. Its towering peaks have watched generations of Spartans grow, train, and march to war. The streets are surprisingly quiet. Simple stone houses line the narrow roads. There are no luxurious palaces, no grand monuments covered in gold. Unlike many powerful civilizations, Sparta doesn't measure greatness by wealth. It measures greatness by discipline. As you walk deeper into the city, you notice something unusual. Nobody wastes time. Every person moves with purpose. Farmers head toward their fields. Blacksmiths begin heating bronze. Warriors silently prepare for another day of training. Even the children seem different. They don't laugh loudly. They don't chase one another through the streets. Instead, they gather together in neat rows on an open training ground. Some are only 7 years old. Their childhood has already changed forever. This is the beginning of the Agoge, the most demanding military education system in the ancient world. These boys won't spend their days playing games. Instead, they'll learn discipline, endurance, survival, and loyalty. A stern Spartan instructor slowly walks in front of them. Without saying a single word, he suddenly throws a wooden spear toward one of the boys. The child reacts just in time, stepping aside before the spear strikes the ground. The instructor doesn't congratulate him. He simply continues walking. Because in Sparta, being prepared isn't something special. It's simply expected. As you watch these children, one question keeps echoing in your mind. How can a society expect so much from someone so young? The answer is simple. Every Spartan believes that the strength of tomorrow depends on the discipline of today. And for these children, this is only the beginning. Because before the sun sets, they'll face challenges that would test even the strong. The morning sun climbs higher, and the quiet training ground suddenly comes alive. Hundreds of footsteps strike the earth at exactly the same moment. Boom, 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 asterisk, asterisk. The sound echoes across the valley. It doesn't sound like an army. It sounds like one giant heartbeat. Standing among the recruits, you quickly realize something. In Sparta, strength alone isn't enough. A warrior who fights only for himself is considered a danger to everyone around him. The instructors begin today's first exercise. Heavy bronze shields are lifted. Long wooden spears are gripped tightly. The command is given. Instantly, every warrior steps forward together. Not 1 second too early. Not 1 second too late. From above, the formation looks almost unbelievable. Hundreds of shields locked together, creating what feels like a moving wall of bronze. This is the legendary phalanx, one of the most feared military formations in history. Every shield protects not only the man holding it, but also the warriors standing beside him. If one soldier breaks formation, the entire line becomes vulnerable. Here, there are no heroes, only brothers. Suddenly, one young recruit loses his balance. His shield slips for just a fraction of a second. Before he can recover, the instructor slams a wooden staff against his shield. The loud crack echoes across the field. The recruit freezes. Everyone watches. But instead of shouting, the instructor calmly says, "Your enemy doesn't need a big mistake. Asterisk, he only needs one small opening." Asterisk. Those words sink deep into your mind. Because they aren't only about war. They're about life. A single careless decision can change everything. As training continues, the exercises become even harder. The recruits run barefoot across rough stones. Their feet bleed, but nobody stops. Nobody complains. Pain isn't seen as punishment. It's seen as a teacher. Strongest adults. Hours pass beneath the burning Greek sun. Sweat pours from every face. Breathing becomes heavier. Muscles begin to shake. Yet the commands never stop. Again, again, and again. Then comes something even more surprising. The boys are finally given food. But it's far less than you expected. A small piece of barley bread, a few olives, some cheese, and a bowl of the famous Spartan black broth. Dark, simple, and far from delicious. Many visitors from other Greek cities mocked this meal. But the Spartans didn't care. They believed hunger built resilience, and comfort created weakness. One elderly veteran quietly walks toward the young recruits. His face is covered with old scars. Scars earned in battles fought long before these boys were born. He slowly kneels beside them and says, Asterisk, people think our greatest weapon is the spear. Asterisk. He pauses, then gently taps his own forehead. They're wrong. Asterisk, our greatest weapon is this. Asterisk. The recruits remain silent, because they understand exactly what he means. The battle is won here, long before it's ever fought on the battlefield. As the afternoon sun begins to descend, a cloud of dust suddenly appears on the horizon. At first, nobody pays attention. Travelers pass through Sparta every day. But this rider is different. His horse is exhausted. Its body is covered in sweat. The rider doesn't slow down. He races directly toward the center of the city. Something is wrong. Very wrong. Within moments, the bronze horn sounds again. Once, twice, then a third time. Every Spartan immediately stops what they're doing. The smiles disappear. The conversations end. Even the children fall completely silent. Because everyone knows that signal is never used for training. It means only one thing. War may be closer than anyone imagined. The entire city falls silent. Not because someone gives an order, but because every Spartan understands what the horn means. Somewhere beyond these mountains, history is beginning to move. The exhausted messenger reaches the center of Sparta. His horse can barely stand. Dust covers his face. His breathing is heavy after riding for days without stopping. Without wasting a second, he kneels before the council of elders. No one interrupts him. No one asks questions. He hands over a sealed message. One of the elders slowly breaks the wax seal. His eyes scan the words. And for the first time that day, his expression changes. The Persian king gathers another great army. The words spread through the city like a cold wind. But something unexpected happens. No one screams. No one runs. No one begs for safety. Instead, warriors quietly return to their homes. Not to hide, but to prepare. Inside one small stone house, a father carefully lifts his bronze helmet from a wooden shelf. The helmet carries scratches from battles fought years earlier. Each mark tells a story. Each dent reminds him that survival was never guaranteed. Across the room, his young son watches in complete silence. The boy wants to ask 100 questions. Will you come back? Will there really be a war? Are you afraid? But he asks none of them, because even as a child, he already understands the Spartan way. Fear is real, but courage is choosing your duty anyway. Outside, the streets become filled with quiet determination. Blacksmiths work without pause. The sound of hammers striking bronze echoes through the city. Sparks fly into the evening air as damaged shields are repaired. Leather straps are tightened. Spears are sharpened until their points gleam in the fading sunlight. Every citizen has a role, even those who will never stand on the battlefield. Women prepare supplies. Older veterans inspect young recruits.